Hey guys, so I am going to be doing a book review on the latest book that I just read, which is a Star Wars book. Um, my throat's really dry because I've tried to record this twice already. I'm not wearing glasses because there's a window in front of me and then there's a glare, so and I don't have a mic. So if it's echoey, I'm sorry. um, anyways, so before I start, there's been a lot of controversy about this book, not this book in particular, the series. A lot of people are already like, I hate it, I don't want nothing to do with it, bring back Gina Carano, we want the Mandalorian, blah blah blah. I understand, totally understandable. Hate Disney, we don't hate Disney, I don't know, a lot of people do. um so with that being said, I'm going to try this and review this book with like the most unbiased anything there is and just tell y'all about my experience with the book, what I thought of it, and if I think you should check it out or not. So it is Star Wars The High Republic Light of the Jedi. So this is the cover, and the back, yeah, it's too bright, I'm sorry. It says, for over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice. So I also have notes here, so if you see me looking down, sorry, hopefully it's not too distracting. But my thoughts on the cover of the book, I really loved it. I thought it looked really cool. I know they're just standing there, but they look like they're gonna go handle business. Like, they're glowing and they just have this super pure, good energy. And that they're well respected and just super majestic. That's the vibe I got. I don't know. I really liked seeing that they had a Wookiee Jedi, and I loved seeing the yellow lightsaber. These are things that, I mean, if you watch like the animated series or like read other books or even just watch the movies, like, they're sprinkled throughout the Star Wars universe, but you don't see them often. So when I do see them, I get excited. So I like that. I like the cover. Yeah. And I'm gonna read like, I'm so sorry. I know I'm blinding y'all with this. There's like 3 paragraphs in here. I'm only gonna read 2 because, yeah, it's a lot. So it says, long before the First Order, before the Empire, before the Clone Wars, Jedi lit the way for the galaxy in the High Republic. It's a golden age. Intrepid hyperspace scouts expand the reach of the Republic to the farthest stars. Worlds flourish under the benevolent leadership of the Senate, and peace reigns, enforced by the wisdom and strength of the renowned order of Force users known as the Jedi. With the Jedi at the height of their power, the free citizens of the galaxy are confident in their ability to weather any storm. But even the brightest light can cast a shadow, and some storms defy any preparation. Even as the Jedi battle valiantly against calamity, something truly deadly grows beyond the boundary of the Republic. The hyperspace disaster is far more sinister than the Jedi could ever suspect. A threat hides in the darkness, far from the light of the age, and harbors a secret that could strike fear in even a Jedi's heart. And we know how dangerous that is. So, yeah, that's basically summary. My experience reading this book. So, kind of gonna try and break down like, well, my pros and my cons, and anything in between will kind of like explain my experience reading this book. So we'll just go with that. Cons to this book. Took me about 2 weeks to get through the first half of the book, and then like 2 days to get through the second half of the book. So obviously this is on me. Maybe I was distracted, lazy, didn't want to read it. All of those combined, I don't know. But it took me 2 weeks to get through the first half of the book. Like if I'm into a book, I will like bulldoze through that thing. So that definitely tells me that there was parts that for me, they weren't calling to me, they weren't intriguing. And then there's like parts that were. And then like the second half of the book, for sure, like I was pretty into it. So definitely that's something that I did not like about the book. That's probably like my biggest issue with it, is that like the beginning of it was slow for me and my expectations of what I had with Star Wars, which I know I shouldn't compare it to everything else in the Star Wars universe, but it's kind of hard to do that. So honestly, that's it as far as like bad things. And I would say what's like a pro and a con for me was, obviously, they're completely new characters. These are characters that we've never seen or heard about, don't know any of their characteristics, you know, their temperament, whatever. So it's cool because you get to start from scratch, but at the same time, I have from the get-go no connection to them, so it's like less of a desire to want to read about them. And you know, I don't know, so it's both a pro and a con, but at the same time it was pretty cool to learn about them. And I don't even think did I tell y'all the characters? I don't know. If I didn't, I'm gonna tell you again. So, and I'm sorry if I butcher this. This is Buryaga Agabury. I'm so sorry. Avar Chris, Elzar Man, and Loden Greatstorm. Love his name. Man, I'm really trying to figure out if I already told y'all this. But throughout the story, you're following them and their own individual stories. So they're together at times, but sometimes totally opposite sides of the universe. He's with his master, he's with his Padawan, and they're all kind of like, you know, on their own little missions and things. And then you also get the perspective of the Nile during their missions and things like that. So yes. And what did I really like about the book? I really liked the chapters about the Nile. I'm not really telling y'all who they are, because if you do decide to read the book, you know, hopefully you discover that for yourself. And they're just an interesting group of people. I will leave it at that. And I really like that they touched on hyperspace a lot. So they're using hyperspace, but they're still like very unfamiliar with it and how it works. And it has like this mysterious, like, just, I don't know, they just don't know about it, but it's really cool and very useful, but also very dangerous. So, and the thing is, there are people that know a lot about it, and very few people, I wouldn't say that know a lot about it, they know more about it, and they're just not giving that information like to others. And yeah, so I really hope that as the series goes on, we learn more about hyperspace, how it came about, and learn more about how it works. It's like, you know, the dimensions in the Avengers. Like, we don't know how that works, but we kind of do, but we don't. And it's very useful, but also very bad, but very good. Same thing with hyperspace. Maybe we'll get there one day. I don't know. But I'm sure it's probably going to be the same, where we're going to be very excited about it and also terrified of it at the same time. So anyways, that's that. And do I recommend the book? Obviously, I want to encourage everyone to read as much as they possibly can. And if you're curious about the Star Wars universe, then yes. However, you don't have to, like, this isn't a book that I will be like, go pay full price for it. Like, if you can get it used, better yet, if you could like check it out at the library, if those are still open, or if you can borrow it from someone, definitely, like, or get it free online somewhere. I don't know, don't tell me how you do that. You do you. But if you can, you know, because it's definitely not like a book that I'm like crazy about. It's a book like I kind of enjoyed. So if you don't want to pay $28.99 for it, I would suggest not to, but I would encourage you to read it if you're curious. And I mean, for me, it's worth it because I am trying to collect them all, and like hardback, and I like Star Wars, I like books. might as well be the one thing that I collect, because I don't like having a lot of stuff. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the review and I didn't ramble or rant too much, and hopefully y'all come back. And if you have any suggestions for what you want to see in a review, or if you want me to do other videos where I actually give you a breakdown of the book, because you really know you're not going to read it, then let me know. I just definitely don't want to give spoilers if you plan on reading the book. So if I do that, it'll be like a separate series, but more of a breakdown instead of like a review. So thanks for watching. Bye.